Hi guys, this is Vo, Weekend Gamer. I just I actually bought like Dishonored 1, 2, and 3 um, a few weeks ago, but this is the first time I've actually had time to actually play it. And part of the thing is I'm just very busy, and the only time I actually have time to play games is over the weekend. And So yeah, I decided to check out this a game. This is a really old game. It came out in 2012, and it's a stealth game. So it's not one of those games that I enjoy playing. I like to just run, shoot stuff. I mean, just because of the limited time I have. Stealth requires a lot of like management and sneaking up on people, stabbing them. It's kind of like Assassin's Creed, the original. The later Assassin's Creed, they do allow you to play more your style, which is run and gun, and if you like, or you can play stealth. Either way, you can develop your skill levels to your play style. And yeah, Dishonored is one of those stealth games that just was never on my radar, but it was on sale. I figured it's such a classic game, and it must be such a good game that they've made three or two sequels. The original Dishonored, and then I think Dishonored 2, and then Dishonored 3, which is a wasn't called Dishonored 3. It was called like a different subtitle uh, later on. Maybe I should do a little research on this. Um, yeah, Dishonored: Death of the Outsider, which came out with, which is the third game, and it came out in 2017. So these are pretty old game, but yeah, the original game 2012 actually didn't get a sequel until much later, like in 2016. So it actually had a big fan base build up over time that demanded, a sequel. So anyway, yeah, it's developed by Bethesda. Actually, there's another studio called Arcane, and they developed the game, and then Bethesda kind of like distributed or added extra money to help the game go off. It is not a great looking game by today's standard, but it does offer a few things that a lot of modern games don't even offer, which is ultra widescreen support, which I am very grateful for a game this old to support ultra wide. Not many games support ultra wide, which kind of boggles my mind because it's so easy to do, to fix, just to add in the extra resolution to support more monitors. What's really cool about Dishonored is actually it has voice talent of famous people, including Lena Headey, who plays Game of Thrones, and Chloe Grace Moretz, who is that girl in Kick-Ass, if you ever watch movies. So there's kind of like very cinematic, and it has everything that is a great game, but unfortunately, it's one of those games. Like I said, I just don't enjoy playing, which is stealth and but anyway, yeah. So right now we're meeting the queen, and she's kind of reading this letter, and then you're gonna get basically, and spoiler alert if you haven't played this game. You're gonna get basically framed for the murder of the queen, and so hence the title Dishonored. And so your reputation is, I guess, dishonored, and so you kind of have to fight to gain back and find out the plot to kill the queen, and um, it's actually a compelling storyline, and it's kind of fun. You kind of basically, you're the enemy of the state. You have to fight. way out. I haven't played Dishonored 2 or 3 yet, so I'm assuming it's all based on that same concept or a continuation of the story. Yeah. So part of the cool thing is it kind of has this knife and gun combo that you play style. So your left hand, which is the trigger, is your gun, and then on your right hand you wield a sword. And bullets are very limited in this game, so I would conserve the ammo for the gun to for big boss attacks or whatever. When you actually really need it, because those items are very rare, and so so maybe work on your sword skills a little more than your gun skill. And so yeah, right here you're gonna get arrested by the bodyguard, and it's so convenient. Like, that little girl's kidnapped, and they think you're the one that did it, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's almost unfair. It's the title, Dishonored. Yeah, I mean, like I said, story wise and everything, it looks really good, and like I said, unfortunately, the graphic does look a little dated in 2019. So I'm just gonna. I don't know if I'll finish it. It's actually playing on normal, which is very easy so far, and I don't know if I'll finish it because I actually want to see what Dishonored 2 and 3 looks like, which I'm assuming vastly improve over the graphics, and now with the Bethesda, being more included in the decision, that it might look more modern. But right now it feels very clunky. It's I think at some point I had a lot of trouble trying to trigger takedowns and stuff like that when you're sneaking up on people. And maybe I'm just not very good at it, but people always detect me, and I don't know. And there's also a sequence where a plague of mice, which is it really destroy people instantly, like just take down the your character, and then like do massive amount of damage. And I don't know if rats really maybe in this world, but yeah, they would, like, they're like piranhas. They're like school of piranha fish, just eating everything in its path. But yeah, that's a little kind of unrealistic, and you didn't have to understand and learn the mechanic. I didn't really love the way you can throw bottles or throw bodies. It doesn't feel right, and like there's no weight to it, and and I don't know. Like I said, I don't love it, but then again, I don't love this game style. But so far it's kind of fun. I hope it's basically you against the world, and I hope I get more powerful or get more better weapons later on in the game. But right now I just basically have the standard, or maybe just one upgrade to my sword and gun. But yeah, I'll continue to keep playing. Actually, I actually need to get back to a Bart's Tale, which a couple of weeks now, and so I think I'm just stuck at a point, and maybe I have to look up to find out where I have to go on Bart's Tale. But so far I'm kind of enjoying playing Dishonored for the time being, and then there's more games I gotta check out because of the QuakeCon sale. I will have to. There's a few games I picked up. I think I bought Prey, the first one, again because it's like $2. I have the original Prey, and originally, and then on disc on CDs, and but for $2, I'll go ahead and rebuy the digital copy, and then I believe I got Prey 2, which is 50% off. So we'll check that out. I don't recall actually really loving the first Prey, but you're basically an alien or like an Indian who has alien technology, and you're fighting off a bunch of from an alien invasion. And there's Indian spirits and stuff like that. From what I recall playing back in the day when the game first came out, but it should be fun to go back and see, you know, what I remember and what I don't remember. But Prey 2, which came out years later, and semi recently, like it's probably a year old now. I just couldn't believe that they are revisiting this Prey franchise, which I don't think it did well when it was first came out. I think it would have been better if they just renamed it a different name or a different franchise. But yeah, Prey 2, and then I also got Far Cry 4 or 5 or New Horizon or whatever. Man, too many games on my playlist, but I'll eventually kind of get through some of them. I don't. I hate to say, but I don't finish a lot of games. I want to. I wish I had more time, but I just love. I try to support games I like, developers I like, but I don't necessarily finish all my games that I play. Certain games like role-playing game, which requires a lot of hours and blood, sweat, and tears pour in it. Man, I really wish I had the time for those. But I'll get there eventually. Hopefully, one day I'll just have a lot of time on my hand and then revisit some of these classic games and maybe finish them. But yeah, so Dishonored right now. Hopefully, checking out Dishonored 2 very quickly, very soon, as soon as I download them.